We played today without Cole Gauchi, back spasms. Boatwright wasn't able to play. Matt Quarles was limited. And, of course, Austin Apodaca. But, it's kind of the same song right now, kind of the same story that whether it was down in Las Cruces, it was back at Rutgers, or here today, we've had such an opportunity to truly capture momentum of a game, truly capture momentum of a game. But because of big plays against us or mistakes, we can't quite get over the hump and totally seize momentum. So as I stand here right now, I'm on to Boise State. We have Boise State coming in here Friday night, which is a huge game. And then we have Air Force in Dallas. Again, a lot of credit to San Jose. I thought our offense today, we do what we do. When Lamar's in there, at times there in the third quarter, we bogged down a little bit. Lamar made a couple of mistakes with the interception, and then he kind of pitched the ball forward there one time. We got a little discombobulated, but yet we had enough to come back and have the long drive there, and McCourty makes the touchdown run to win. So unless you guys see something different, I see that we're a pretty good team, but until we play like we're an experienced defense, that's all we're going to be, is a pretty good team that has a hard time winning each week, being dead honest. And we have to get that solved. We have too many good defensive coaches. I take responsibility. I'm on that side of the ball. That's what I've done my whole career. And we have to get that solved if we're going to go be a pretty good team that wins games. With that said, I thought the defense did have some key stops. We had some key stops there. When it looked like there in the fourth quarter momentum was changing, the field position game in the second half, they punted the ball. That kid's unbelievable, just a bazooka. Punted the ball down to the 1 yard line, poor field position. We had the interception, poor field position. But again, they had big plays. They had big plays, and there were a couple busts in there. Offense, I thought, really good. We bogged down just a little bit because we couldn't get the ball on the perimeter as much from about the middle of the third quarter into really the end of the game, where they kind of were making us just hit it up in there, boxing us in. But we had enough to score 48 points. Defense, so many times you think, okay, we're ready to turn the corner. We're ready to go just seize momentum and get after them. But we couldn't because of big plays. And even that last drive there at the end is disappointing. Special teams, good, right? We've got a weapon as a kickoff man. Kicks that ball in the end zone every time. Hit his field goals. And we did get the punt return by Chris Davis. So, it's on to Boise. It's on to Boise. I think we came out of it pretty healthy. Gipp has a bit of a hamstring. Didn't play much in the second half. Matt Quarles, as I said, has the foot. Hopefully he's back Friday night, full speed. Hopefully we get Boatwright back Friday night. So, Rick, you want to start it off?
Well, you mentioned Jason Sanders. Just how encouraging was it to see him nail the 45-yarder and come back?
That was huge. I think the one before the first half, right, which put us up, 11? Yeah. We were up 8, and that put us up 11. I thought that was big. I really did, to be able to kick that and go up 11, so you feel like you have a little breathing room with them getting the ball in the second half. I was happy for him. He's had a good year. Right? He missed the one at Rutgers there at the end. But you can see, like I've said, he is a weapon, a very strong leg. I thought Corey Borquez today. I thought our punter stepped up, punted the ball very well. We get Sam Gentry back this week, so there's some competition there. But overall, they've got a great kicker who is their punter. But I thought we, offensively in special teams and at times on defense, did some really good things.
On the whole, how big is it going to the conference? We want to know, and any confidence for this team now?
Yeah, this was a huge game. Let's not. I said that earlier in the week. When you got Boise State coming in here Friday night, and you're going to Dallas to play Air Force. So I think Air Force was up on Navy. I saw somewhere 22-0 or something. If you're looking at it on paper, the best two teams in this league are our next 2 weeks. And if we go into that game having lost 3 straight games Friday night, we all see the same thing. It was a huge game. It was a huge game. Again, like I say, though, you would like to be able to, whether you're up 14-0 or up 21 points in the second half, man, go freewheel and just let it rip and, just go win big time. And that's been a reoccurring deal because we can't get it exactly solved on defense. And we're disappointed. Our kids are disappointed. Our players are disappointed. Our coaches are disappointed because we're better than that. We should be better than that.
You say you think it's just like just maturity on defense? That's what's
Nah, you know what? And I don't want this whole theme as if I'm sitting there writing this story, said, okay, I'm all disappointed in the defense, but I can't hide it. I'm happy we won. I think we've got some good things going. I just anticipated us, and we anticipated ourselves. Not me as the head coach looking at it and say, boy, I'm disappointed. It's us. It's all of us in this room. We've got some experienced guys. And again, I'm not taking anything away from San Jose. I'm not taking anything away from Rutgers or New Mexico State. I just thought we would be playing at a higher level right now defensively. I just did. And I know we all feel that across the board in this entire building. And so it's a positive. We won. We're excited. We're happy. But I also know today is like Sunday to me because we play Friday night, boys. Today's like Sunday. So I'm back to reality right now. It's Sunday now. And we've got to get better. We had, I think, 7 or 8 defensive penalties? We had 2 offsides. We had a roughing the passer. We had a face mask. We had a pass interference, which I don't know was a great call. How many penalties? One time it was 3rd and 10. We had back-to-back penalties on offsides. We take Donnie out in 3rd and 10. Donnie jumps off sides on 3rd and 10. We put Mo and he jumps off sides. Those are 2 older guys, So, again, I'm happy. We won. I'm excited. We got some weapons. We played 56 plays on defense. They had 443 yards. We played 56 plays. We didn't play 98 plays today. And there were some good things. Austin Ocasio comes off the bench, intercepts the ball, goes rambling down there and scores a touchdown, right? We had a couple sacks. We had a couple pressures. Just not consistent enough.
I remember how happy everybody was after the Wyoming game up there last year. I'm not seeing that or feeling that right now for obvious reasons.
No, from me. You're not in that locker room right now.
Right.
They're jumping up and down, hanging off the ceiling down there.
Tomorrow when you come in, you think you'll feel different?
I probably feel exactly like I feel right now because it's on to the next one now. I'm very appreciative we've won. I know our problems are solvable, and I'm excited about having a win and coming here tomorrow on a short week because the other option, the alternative, is coming here tomorrow after losing today with Boise coming. So I'm very excited. And again, it's probably unfair for you guys. You can read me. I'm just being dead honest. These kids are excited as heck, but we know we're not playing as good as we can play on defense, and we've got to play better.
How difficult is it on a shorter week on that game, especially against a team like Boise?
Boise, that's all I need to say. They had 400 yards on Oregon State in the first half last Saturday. I watched it. 400 in the first half on Oregon State. They've already beat Washington State and beat Oregon State on the road. They've got a quarterback that's as good as any in the country, who's a sophomore. They got a wide receiver, Spurback, who's as good as any in the country. They've got a running back. I know they spent a lot of time on us and Air Force in the spring and in the summer because they had problems last year with triple option offenses. But we get them at home. We're pretty healthy. We're coming off a win. And, we've got a week to get some things corrected.
Consider, I think the baby step that you did hold them to 3 and outs, but they had a chance to go ahead for Rutgers and Rutgers.
That's right. Absolutely, Al. That's what I said, Arch, is, there were some positives. I mean, we dug in there. We dug in there. There's, character, heart, effort, all that's great. All that's great. It's exactness and not giving up those big plays. But, yeah, we had some big stops. I mean, it was you felt the momentum. The tide had turned there in that third quarter. And we had some big stops, forced them to punt.
Coach, you started off 4-6 on third down conversions on offense, and then, like you said, you kind of got bogged down there for a little bit.
Yeah.
I know they went to the final drive, but you had the ball in your hand on the last drive, 3 consecutive games. Now, can you talk about that last drive being tremendous time?
Yeah, we scored. We went down there and scored. We had a couple big plays in that drive. And, again, I thought McCorley hit it. and I think probably the theme and probably what you're looking for is when we had that ball against New Mexico State, of course we were behind, but we threw it 3 straight times. Today we were up a touchdown, but we just ran it all the way down that field and scored. And like I said, we are who we are, and we win the way we win, particularly when Lamar's in there at quarterback. That's what we are. And it's been a pretty good formula for us. So I look at it like the last drive of the game. Today we ran that ball down the field. Yeah, tough. I'm a big fan of McCorley, and he's a stronger, bigger back than we've had. I think you're going to see here in the future Kentrell Moran. The young guy's a lot like McCorley, so we don't lack for running backs in there. Oh, the other one, Woodhouse didn't play. Woodhouse on Wednesday had a hip flexor. Actually, last Wednesday on the open date, we were hoping he was going to make it back. But Woodhouse, Corals, Cole Gauchi, and Cole. And Cole didn't play. I said Cole.
Playing with lead, you've had a double-digit lead in every game this season, but we talk about the defense not living up to expectations, but what is it about that?
It's frustrating to me, because you work so hard. You work so hard to generate any kind of momentum, like we did last year as a team. We generated a lot of momentum going into this season. And the same thing in a game, you work so hard to get momentum. And in both of our losses, we had momentum now. Both of our losses, we had momentum. And we certainly had momentum today. And we all know how hard that is to get. And that's what drives me absolutely crazy. When you have a chance to just raise the level a little bit. And for whatever reason, man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And, but it always comes back to execution. And it always comes back to different things that happen that you say, man, that shouldn't have happened. But you know what? It just happened. So we've just got to keep going, stay positive. We're healthy. We're pretty healthy on defense. We get Boat right back. We just won a game. So we're going to attack this thing. We're going to attack this thing because we got too many good things going to let some things happen that all of us in here know shouldn't happen. They throw that swing pass out there to that kid, and we don't peel on it. Well, we peel. We're going to hit the quarterback in the back of the head. We don't peel. But we had a guy in a position that he hadn't been in a whole lot. I don't know how much we absolutely practiced that. We've talked about it, but have we really practiced that enough? So it's all hands on deck, man, trying to tighten this thing up. And we got a huge challenge. We get as good offense as there is in the country coming in here Friday night. Right? But that's what they hired us to do. And that's what we're going to try to do. All right, guys? Thank you, guys.